Delta Alpha. Name is Troy, T-R-O-Y. Atlanta area in Georgia. Over.
Troy in Georgia. Roger, roger. And what radio are you running, Troy?
Roger, roger. And what radio are you running, Troy?
Good afternoon. I am running a Kenwood TS-590 Sierra Golf. Kenwood TS-590 SG. And running it barefoot into a off-center fed dipole. Over.
Roger, roger, Troy. Well, why don't you give me about 10 seconds and tell me a little bit more about your antenna system so I can listen to your audio, maybe find us a better path.
System so I can listen to your audio, maybe find us a better path.
Roger, roger. Through a off-center fed dipole. It's homemade dipole, 5 feet in length. It's homemade dipole with a balance design. And I built it back in 2018, shortly after I became a ham, and have been running it ever since. It works pretty well and tunes quite nicely on my Kenwood TS-590 SG. Over.
Roger, roger, Troy. Well, your audio looks pretty good. Just to check a few things here. Mainly your transmit bandpass running in the wide mode 100 to 2900. Is that a roger?
In the wide mode 100 to 2900. Is that a roger?
Roger, roger. I believe I'm running 100 to 2800 bandpass, and yes, and have my set at about 2/3 of the ALC, and I have my compressor set at 30 out of 100. Over.
Yes, sir, Troy. Now you want to get that bandpass 100 to 2900. It sounds like a small deal, but it really makes a difference in your audio characteristics on the top end. So your bandpass should be 100 to 2900 if your radio permits that, Roger.
100 to 2900 if your radio permits that, Roger.
Roger, roger. I'm mistaken. It is 100 2900. I was looking at my DSP on the receive side. So sorry about that. Yes, 100 2900.
Roger, roger, Troy. And you have your compressor set correct, 30 out of 100. And so the thing I would suggest would be now move to your equalizer page and maybe crank in about 3 clicks additional treble EQ boost.
In about 3 clicks additional treble EQ boost.
Roger, roger. I have a number of bands. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Looks like 18 bands on my parametric equalizer. Which frequency should I be adjusting here? Over.
All right. Thing is, what you want to do is make sure everything between 400 and 1.2K are flat. Everything from 400 to 1.2K flat. And then we want to go to where you have closest to 2.6K. Can you see where you would have a 2.6K?
Can you see where you would have a 2.6K?
Roger, roger. I have 2.4, 2.7, 2.1, and 3.0. Over.
Yes, sir. Can you shift the 2.4 to 2.6?
Yes, sir. Can you shift the 2.4 to 2.6?
Negative. I think I'm fixed at 2.4 kilohertz and 2.7 kilohertz. I can tweak those both up just a hair.
Alrighty. So you have a 2.4 and a 2.6. Is that 2.7? A 2.4 and a 2.7. Is that correct?
0.7. A 2.4 and a 2.7. Is that correct?
Roger, roger. 2.4, 2.7.
All right, and you do not have a opening envelope. You cannot adjust the the sharpness of that EQ curve, Roger. You can't make it a 4 or 6 or 7 curve balloon. Well, let's go to a 2.7K plus 4, 2.7K plus 4.
Plus 4, 2.7K plus 4.
Roger, roger. 2.7K is plus 4. Over.
Alrighty, and then the 2.4, I think it was, be that plus 2.
4, I think it was, be that plus 2.
2.4 at plus 2. Over.
Alrighty, now I want you to go back anytime you make a change in your EQ or any thing along the way there in your audio chain. You need to go back to your ALC with the mic gain in hand and check that again. The word to use is audio, spoken as you would speak any other word in a QSO, audio, and then kind of drag the audio out, and that'll give you a perfect reading on your ALC meter, and you want that to be mid-scale to 2/3 and adjusted by way of mic gain control.
Scale to 2/3 and adjusted by way of mic gain control.
Roger, roger. Audio, 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 audio. Already, Roger, I think I've got my mic gain set.
Yes, sir, it looks good. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to leave your ALC meter out for the next week or so. And give you something to do as you're talking to other folks. I want you to look at your ALC meter as you speak and work on getting that meter in the sweet spot, which is halfway between mid-scale and 2/3. That's the actual sweet spot. And develop a relationship with your ALC that you can use your voice to put that ALC meter right in the sweet spot all the time. Roger?
Put that ALC meter right in the sweet spot all the time. Roger?
Roger, roger. That sounds great, and I look forward to watching that and tweaking it as I go. I really appreciate the help, Jim, and thank you so much for doing this and providing this service to all of us amateurs. Over.
Yes, sir. Now, you're really clean. I'm just curious, do you have a foam windscreen on that mic?
I'm just curious, do you have a foam windscreen on that mic?
Roger, roger. I'm using a in-red handset, and the mic does have a foam windscreen on it. Over.
All right. The best way to work that boom is move it out directly in front of you as far as it'll go, directly out in front, and at the last minute make that 90-degree turn. Roger?
In front, and at the last minute make that 90-degree turn. Roger?
Roger, done. And does that sound any better? Over.
Sounds good. I want you to go back now to your ALC again. Always go back when you make any adjustments there. Go back to your ALC and again look for that mid-scale to 2/3 with audio.
See, and again look for that mid-scale to 2/3 with audio.
Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Audio. Okay, ALC adjusted. How does that sound there? Over.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Your dynamic range is 3 dB, whereas that's where we love it to be, and that will be true when you run your ALC mid-scale to 2/3. That gives you that 3 dB dynamic range, which means your average percent of peak modulation is 80 to 85%, which is a nice full signal. You get past 3 dB as far as crunching the audio, and the words start to blur. So at 3 dB, the words are nice, crisp, clean, and no blur, and that's what you've got right now, Roger.
Clean and no blur, and that's what you've got right now, Roger.
Roger, Roger. I appreciate the help, and I'll look to check back in the future and get another read on my. Really appreciate it. Over.
Roger, Roger, Troy. Thanks for dropping by, sir, and we'll have this, if you want to hear your audio, we'll have it posted up on YouTube by noon tomorrow. You go to YouTube, do a call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. Roger?
By the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. Roger?
Roger, Roger. KC9VKV, this is K4JDA, and again, appreciate the help. 73. Have a great weekend. Over.
Roger, Roger, Troy. 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.